Greetings once again, my viewers and people who have stumbled on this review. Before I get this one going, I'd just like to mention I forgot to say which company the latest figure I reviewed came from. It was the Yamada figure from working in the series, and the company was Alter, so I forgot to mention that. This time around, we have a Kuroneko figure from Kotobukiya, and she is from, I will not say the full title of the series because it's way too complicated. She's from Oremo, or My Little Sister Can't Possibly Be This Cute, I believe is the English translation. I got this figure because I don't have many figures that are sitting. It's a different pose. She's based on this illustration right here. I think there's more than one figure based on the illustration. You have this one of Kirino. The exact same illustration has been made into a figure as well, but I am not a big fan of Kirino. So I even had a figure of her that I had pre-ordered and I canceled it because honestly, she's not that nice a person. Kuroneko, or Ruri, is really the person who made this series for me. If it had not been for her, I probably would not have watched it completely. In fact, I even have one episode left of the other part of the series that I would have to finish. So this is the box. Pretty simple, average-looking box. She's really smaller than I thought, but it's not that big a deal since I'm running out of space anyway. So I'm gonna unbox her and get back to you. Alright, she's out of the box. Before I continue this any further, she retails for 4,780 Japanese yen, which amounts to about $62 American. She's still available on Ami if you're interested in getting her. As I was unboxing her, I was just realizing how adorable this little figure is. I mean, Ruri Kuroneko isn't really a big, she's a tiny little thing, and it totally shows in this figure. It's really, really nice. Details are really nice. I really liked her clothing on this one. She doesn't have her traditional big goth dress. This is more like a small wintry version, if you could say. Her shoes are very nice. They're so glossy. It's really, really a nice little feature. Alright, I know there are boys watching out there. If you're really interested, I couldn't help it as I was unboxing her. There's a panty shot. There you go. But the skirt is very cute. I really like the little handbag. It's another feature that sold me into getting her. And I also like the pose. The way that her arms are crossed under her legs, and the little sort of flustered, shy expression that she has that isn't really associated with Kuroneko was also a very nice little feature. What's interesting and what I enjoyed is that they actually took the time to give you the illustration on which the figure is based. I'm not entirely sure if this is supposed to be the base of the figure because she stands just fine on her own, like so. A figure that doesn't require a stand is a big plus for me because they're easier to display. And like I said, I am running out of space. So am I going to use the base all the time? Not entirely sure about that because it's not really required. But still, it's a nice little feature to have. Let's see if I can't find anything else to say. Oh, very nice. As I was picking up the figure, the strands of the hair are really cool. They really flow well with everything else in the figure. They're really nicely done. Her shirt, the little frills of her shirt. Is there a little bleeding? Let me see. Yeah, there's a little bit of paint bleeding on the collar. Not that big a deal. A little sad though. You can't really see it here, but the blue kind of bleeds a little tiny bit on the white. It's not that bad, but still. Her hair is very nicely painted, nice and shiny too. Her eyes could have been a little better rendered. It's not that bad. Unfortunately, you really can't see it here. You really have to be up close to see it. There's a little flaws in the eyes. They're not as well you can say painted, as I would have imagined, but still, it's really not that big of a defect. You even have her little mole that's actually not real. Her cat ears, traditional of Kuroneko. I like these cat ears. They're different from the ones she usually wears. I mean, I got this figure because it was a nice change, a nice little twist on the character of Kuroneko. She usually has this big flamboyant dress, and what I really liked about this figure is that you just see her for who she really is, except for maybe the cat ears and the red eyes. You just see her for who she is, a little shy teenage girl who's not that really secure about herself, except maybe when she's parading in this big dress and this big outlandish personality. That's what I really liked about the character, and if they made a series just on her, I would be all over that. Truly, I would be. So there's really not else to say. Let me see. Her bangs are really well. I really liked also how everything flowed in the same direction. Her hair, her bangs, everything flows in the same way. Everything is perfectly balanced like that. It was really nice. I liked the move. I liked how this figure had movement despite her being sitting down. I thought that was really interesting. You can't really see it here. Well, maybe you can, but her fingertips are glossy. Her little nails are glossy. So that's something a lot of figure companies do, and that's something that I simply adore because I think it's a nice little touch. I'm a girly girl, as you can see. I love nail polish. So to see it on other characters and stuff like that is something that I really enjoy. So that's about it, really. I really am happy with this figure. Despite the little flaws that I might have mentioned, it's really not that much for me to say that it's a bad figure. Really not. I mean, look at her. She's so adorable. She's so cute. The frills of her dress everywhere, it's so frilly and nice and girly. Really appreciate this figure. Really appreciate the colors. They're not too flashy. They're subtle and simple, but that's pretty much how she is most of the time. So yeah, if I had to rate this figure, I would give it, honestly, a solid 8 on 10. Since there's a little bleeding with the paint, I have to take off some points because of this. Because other than that, it's a really great figure. I love her little, like I said, her little flustered expression, and she's even blushing. I mean, oh, that is so out of character for her. So that's why I really that's what really sold me on the figure, and that's why I bought her. So this is it for this figure, and let me preview for you guys. Oh, where is it? Aha! The other figure that I got and that I will be reviewing, but not tonight because I've already reviewed 2. This is the Figma for the Black Rock Shooter, the game. I'm showing you the packaging right now because next time she'll probably be out of her packaging and I will not film her twice because I'm going to probably unbox her tonight, even if I am not reviewing her tonight. This is the first Black Rock Shooter Figma that I have. I probably will not be getting the Black Rock Shooter game because it's on the PSP. I don't own a PSP. But what I really liked about this one was the alterations to her suit. The way that she's going all mecha. Also there was, oh yeah, I really liked her shoes. I'm not a shoe girl most of the time, but I really liked her shoes. Most people don't like Figmas because they're articulated figures. I only have 2. They're right over there. But I like Figmas for characters that I don't consider to be humanoid. I mean, Black Rock Shooter is like, I don't know, she's a human, sure, but it's like a persona of some sort. So to see the articulations on her doesn't really bother me that much. So quick mention on the box, really nothing that special, totally Black Rock Shooter-ish. She's from Max Factory, of course. They're the ones who manufacture the Figmas. And like I said, next time I will have a review of her and her multitude of accessories. So stay tuned for that.